I'm from Dubai. I'm 21 years old and I have a story that's worth telling. I want you to meet my friend. I've known him for 17 years, and in that time, I've never known his real name. But we all call him Uncle.
Uncle? Why do you call him that?
He has this habit of calling everyone Uncle when he's asking for money.
Even ladies?
Now, for the ladies, he calls them auntie.
Oh, okay. So, what made you interested in his lifestyle?
If you look at his typical day, he wakes up at around 6 p.m. and he doesn't sleep in a bed. He has a makeshift bed and he sleeps outside closed stalls when they're closed for the night. So he makes his own bed. He wakes up and normally he just starts to fold his blankets, and he's actually very tidy. So he puts them in small bags he has, so he can go keep them somewhere safe, because I believe those are his most precious belongings. Because, yeah.
So, where does he take his beddings and stuff? All those things?
For the first answer would be, if he did not have those things, he might die. He might freeze to death, because Githurai is cold at night, and the nights are always cold. So he does that, he takes them, then he puts them, and I believe they're also his most precious possessions, because that's his home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he like only sleep in one position, like one store, or he has various other stores that he can go to sleep?
He can sleep anywhere he wants, as long as he's not intruding in somebody else's property.
Okay.
And most of the stores are closed, so nobody actually even knows he's asleep. He sleeps outside the stores.
Doesn't he have families or relatives somewhere?
Yeah, from a personal connection, I realized he does have parents.
So, how does he survive? Where does he get the money from?
So, as I said, he begs, he asks for money, but he's not a beggar. That's the key word. He's not actually a beggar, because if you think of a beggar, they sit on the street and they ask you for money, but he walks around and he usually asks for money from people he actually knows, like familiar faces. So he'll come up to you if he's met you before. Uncle, kamba ukachai leo? He does that.
Wow. So, his life is pretty sad.
It is. Let me take you through his typical day. So after he wakes up, packs his bags, goes and puts them somewhere. Then he leaves. He goes to a specific mandazi place, and for as long as I've seen him, he goes to the same place. And then after that, he gets his mandazi, then walks about several kilometers to the other side of Githurai to buy tea. Like, he could buy tea from any other kibanda, but he doesn't, so he goes to the other place. And I found that really peculiar, so I followed him there. Yeah.
Didn't he realize that you're taking him to this video?
No.
It's
No, this was a hidden video. I was pretty sure if he saw me, he would start behaving differently.
Yeah.
And I wanted to capture him in his natural environment.
Oh. Oh, I can see he's using some. What is that?
It's spirit.
Spirit.
Yes.
Why? Why is he using that?
I think I would think that's his hygienic process. Like, he might not have access to water, and in Githurai there's usually a problem with water. You have to buy it. But I think he found a better solution by using spirits.
It looks like he's somehow mentally ill. Is he okay?
I wouldn't say that. I believe people under particular circumstances tend to calibrate themselves to behaving in a way that lets them survive. So my behavior and his behavior would be different, because I have particular opportunities, but he doesn't have them, and he lives in a very harsh environment, so he has to act the part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. So this is where he buys the mandazi.
Yes, this is the lady he buys mandazi from.
Okay.
He's been going there for a while. Since she came over there, he's been going there. And then after that, he'll go now get tea from the other side of town.
Alright, so what about his lunch? What does he only take breakfast, then he waits till the next morning, or?
What he doesn't do is that he doesn't eat supper, which is also peculiar. He does have breakfast, which is, as you can see, is mandazi and tea. And for lunch, after he's taken mandazi and tea, he's going to go out he's going to ask for money. The few people he'll meet, he'll ask for money. Then when lunchtime comes, he goes to a guy called Njoroge, who knows him. I think he's a friend, and I think Njoroge has a good heart. He helps him out, and he always goes to Njoroge for lunch.
Oh, what do you think about him going to Njoroge and the other Kibanda woman? Why not other places?
Consumer loyalty, maybe?
Oh, maybe, let's go with that.
Yeah. And maybe they're really nice to him, because I think everybody really goes for people who are nice to them. You'll never go back to someone else who's giving you bad service or who doesn't want you there.
Okay, and earlier I saw his way of folding blankets. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
It is peculiar.
I've never seen that before.
It's very peculiar. It looks like a dance, like a chicken dance or something. It's funny, but given his circumstances, we just have to understand it and take it as it is.
Okay. So this is Njoroge, the guy, or?
Yes, this is near Njoroge's stall. What's happening here is that this guy is splitting apart cow heads. Yes, I know it's disgusting. It's the cow heads. Most people are used to sheep heads, but now these are cow heads, like huge chunks of meat, just nasty, but very edible. Yeah. So that's him having lunch.
I noticed something. He's walking around with this black bag. Don't you think it's a bit dangerous, or he's not scared of? Since I know, like in Kenya, the paper bags have been banned, but I still see him carrying that. Or is it like so special to him that he can't leave it behind?
Yes, I think that would be the correct answer. And given his circumstances, I don't think anybody would actually care to stop him. Like, if it was someone else, then I would expect the police to stop him, but in his situation, it wouldn't make sense to stop him or ask for